People of all ages, in all places, watch the testimonies, as captured by this picture here by one journalist who tweeted this picture of a couple listening to it on their phones on a train in New York. Well, a very strong response to this, and as we said, they're becoming a global trend. Now, many in Dr. Ford's corner, others in strongly supporting Judge Kavanaugh. But Michael Avanti, who is an attorney, he tweeted saying that he'd witnessed over 500 witness accounts, and he said that in his career, and he said there's no question that Dr. Ford is credible. Another, Alyssa Milano, the actress, she was a strong voice in the Me Too movement. She was tweeting throughout the hearing, and she was very keen to remind people that Dr. Ford was not on trial. This was a job interview for Judge Kavanaugh. She's saying many people forgetting that, and many people agreeing with her. And back here in Europe as well, back to Europe, Jane Merrick, who's a journalist, she related it to her experience where she had to make complaints against British cabinet ministers. And she said in her tweet that this is terrifying, very much, praising Dr. Ford for her testimony, saying it must have been magnetized 1,000 times for her, she describes there on Twitter. But of course, supporters of Judge Kavanaugh, including, of course, Donald Trump, the US president, he said that his testimony showed America exactly why he nominated him. And lots of conservative women's groups also supporting Brett Kavanaugh, IWF and IWV, also saying that it was an unfair assassination of Brett Kavanaugh's character. But of course, many disagreeing this. It's very controversial. Lots of people completely divided, but very strong support for Dr. Ford. But Mark Young went as far as saying that he thought Judge Kavanaugh's testimony, he said he's more emotionally affected than Dr. Ford. Of course, lots of people responding to that. But Shannon Watts was keen to talk about something else, which many people also highlighted on social media, which was the scene of this, and Dr. Ford giving evidence to this. 11 men, this was the scene, 11 men sitting in judgment, she describes on Twitter. And she's saying we must vote as many women into office as possible in November. Lots of people replying to that thread as well. So lots of pockets of controversy over lots of different issues here. But of course, this, a global trend, really demonstrating, how far-reaching this story was and how many people were affected by it.